You are standing in front of your closet, holding a shirt you already rejected twice. You change outfits again before meeting someone. The strange part is, the shirt is not protecting you from anything. Your ancestors faced a very different problem. They had no brands, no dress codes, and no endless closet choices, but they still used their bodies to send messages. Humans began wearing clothes long before modern wardrobes existed. Anatomically modern humans were already here. Genetic estimates suggest regular clothing use may have started surprisingly early. So the real mystery is not just staying warm, it is something deeper. The real reason humans started wearing clothes. What if clothing was never only about the weather? The first layer of clothing was not just a layer against nature, it was a new way to communicate. Animal skins could cover the body, but they could also show choices, skills, and identity. Ancient humans needed tools to work hides. Stone tools connected to hide scraping and hide working appear around 120,000 years ago. This suggests people were processing animal skins, not simply finding random protection. A hide garment required effort. Someone had to prepare it. Someone had to decide how it looked. Clothing became a silent signal saying, "I belong here," before anyone spoke. Researchers like Ian Gilligan have explored how clothing may have involved both thermal needs and social meaning. The origin of clothing is still debated because ancient fabric rarely survives. Humanity invented a complicated way to say, "This is me." Then thousands of years later, we still panic because two shirts feel emotionally identical. For a long time, the simple explanation was obvious. Humans wore clothes because humans got cold. That idea makes sense. Fur disappeared, environments changed, and coverings helped with survival. But the human body has another strange habit. It pays attention to what other humans notice. Clothing became useful because humans are social animals watching each other constantly. Your brain does this today. You choose different clothes for a job interview, a celebration, or a quiet day at home. The situation changes. The message changes. Researchers such as Christopher Henshelwood have studied early symbolic behavior, including ochre use and beads at Blombo's cave. These discoveries show ancient humans used objects to express meaning. Olo silently holds an old hide garment and looks confused. The tiny prehistoric mascot discovers that humans were already thinking about appearances long before mirrors existed. Here is where the usual story changes. Clothing was not simply a prehistoric jacket, it was also a social tool. The warmth explanation is only one part of the picture. Scientists have examined lice evolution for clues. Body lice and head lice show genetic divergence patterns that researchers have used to estimate regular clothing use around 170,000 years ago. This is an estimate, not a calendar date. Clothing helped humans manage more than temperature. It helped manage attention. A person could show role, group connection, experience, or status without saying a word. Imagine entering a gathering thousands of years ago. Your clothing could tell others what you did, where you belonged, or what skills you carried. It was a message written directly on the body. The technology improved. The anxiety stayed. Ancient humans checked social signals around fires. You check yours under a bedroom light. Clothing works because humans are excellent at reading tiny signals. Colors, materials, shapes, and patterns can influence how people see you before you ever speak. Hunter-gatherer groups depended on cooperation. Shared symbols could strengthen belonging. Clothing and decoration became part of the larger human instinct for connection. Your closet is connected to that same ancient program. A uniform says, "I have a role." A favorite jacket says, "This feels like me." A special outfit says, "This moment matters." Humans still use clothing to organize social information. Expensive materials, practical gear, and traditional clothing can all communicate different stories. Olio places a prehistoric hide beside a modern jacket. The silent comparison shows the same human question across time. What does this say about me? But clothing is not explained by one simple rule. Not every culture needed clothing because of cold. Some warm climate cultures used limited clothing while still decorating the body. This exception matters because it shows body decoration can carry social information even without heavy coverage. The message can exist separately from protection. Researchers continue discussing how much clothing began as thermal adaptation versus social communication. The answer may include both survival and symbolism working together. The human story is rarely one switch turning on. Ancient humans solved problems, created meanings, and changed their behavior through many connected pressures. Allo looks at a decorated prehistoric group and shrugs. Even a tiny ancient observer can see humans were never only trying to survive. Tomorrow morning, you will stand in front of your closet again. You may change your shirt, you may hesitate, you may search for the right signal. The situation looks completely different from a prehistoric gathering, but your brain is asking a familiar question. What does this choice tell other people about you? Clothing survived because it does more than cover the body. It carries information. It connects you to groups, memories, roles, and identities. Allo watches humans across thousands of years, from hides to modern fabrics. The materials changed. The human need to communicate remained. Getting dressed tomorrow will feel ordinary. But you will be using one of humanity's oldest communication systems, a language your ancestors helped create without ever writing a single word.